Number 14, fresh off a no-hitter last time out. Let's see what he'll do for an encore. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. Henry has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
On the ground, McGonigal handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Trevor.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Larnach launched a homer in his most recent game. A little out front there as he swings through it. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
That is the inning. Scoreless after one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Brooks Lee.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
This one popped up.
Oh, you take it.
Takes it in for the out.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now here is Emmanuel Rodriguez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Ryan Kreitler batting with one down, takes a strike. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So up next for Minnesota, James Outman. The 0-1.
Inside ball.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Now it's the second baseman. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. In for a strike. 0-2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the
And now for the Twins, Trevor Larned.
Number 9, Trevor Larned.
Strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 1 left for Minnesota. On to the 4th. Still scoreless.
For the Twins, the designated hitter, Matt Wallner.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Sets him down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Called strike right there. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's the 3rd. Throw on to Torkelson. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The center fielder, number 32, Emmanuel
Now, Emmanuel Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Rodriguez, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Two down, nobody on. This one popped up. Rogers gets under it. And that is that. Twins retired in short order. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, Ryan Kreidler.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Bounce to third. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The left fielder, number 30,
James Outman digs in now. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The catcher, Alex.
And here's Alex Jackson. He's 0 for 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Henry back on the mound, locked in a pitcher's duel. Both have been outstanding today, Singy.
Yeah, I love this kind of matchup, especially this late in the game. He's got to keep throwing up zeros. The standard has been set.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, left field. Then there's one down.
Up next for the Twins, the first baseman, Josh.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Josh Bell, 1 for 2. Bell with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a foul out of play. Way out front for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Another 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So digging in, Trevor Larnach.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back in target field, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Matt Wallner.
Wallner.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Brooks lead. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Sets him down looking. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. And there's a foul ball.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two down, nobody on. Late with the swing there.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just he can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Helsley.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Up the middle, the flip, and that is the ball game. Henry pitched 7 scoreless and had double-digit strikeouts as well.
I feel for the other team, Boog. They had very few answers for him in this one. That's the kind of performance that earns you a lot of trust from your manager.